Hey guys, welcome to Dirt Driveway. Today we are replacing the CV axles on my wife's 4Runner. They're behind me. I don't expect it to be too hard of a job. I've done it before on my pickup when it was IFS, obviously. It's not anymore, but yeah, I'll walk you through it. First off, jack it up, obviously. I'm just going off of the lower A-arm for now, and then I'm going to support it. Stands on the frame. Well, that's a problem. And problem solved. Not really the most trustful thing ever, but it's just a backup because I'm going to keep that jack underneath too. So I was going to do a cool shot and say, take the tire off obviously and then zap it off of my electric, impact. But then I found out that my brother still got my electric impact, so now I got to drop the 4Runner again so that I can manually take the tires off, because it's going to be a pain in the butt to try to spin the nuts with the tires in the air. So next step is to pop this cover off, which I think I'm just going to get a flat bladed screwdriver and try to tap it in there. Slowly winning. You can see where I had the screwdriver in here, hard to point. There it goes. By the way, there is the CV carnage. It's been gone for a while here, but winter is literally right around the corner. So I want to get this done so that my wife is four-wheel drive again. So next, I'm going to knock this pin out. Take this nut off of here after the cover's off, obviously. Those are off. Time to figure out what size this is. I've got a 36, and I think this is the 35. I'm going to try to make it work. Hopefully this guy isn't torqued on too tight, but it probably is. I gave up. I have an impact, so I called Kyle. He's gonna come down here and pick me up so that we can rip up to my brother's house and go get the impact. Because obviously, I'm not driving in either of those, and my wife's got the Corolla at work. So, a little bit of a standstill. There we go. Now it's time to get to business. So much easier with the impact. So next up, I'm gonna remove the 4 bolts on this, or on the lower ball joint, which should allow me to swing it out to get the axle shaft out. Now with those 4 bolts off, it allows me to separate the ball joint here to pop this knuckle forward, just like that. Now she's off, see? So I should be able to hammer that through. Oh look, it's all apart here. Nice. So this guy is out of the knuckle. This other side's gonna be a pain in the butt. Gotta somehow try to get my pry bar up here and pull it forward. So that ended up coming way easier than I thought it would. I just set my pry bar gonna grab it right there from underneath, and then hammered on this side, and within like 10 taps she was out. Oh, spilled my coffee. Oh no. Moment of truth. That looks like the same part. After determining that they're the same part, now it's time to do everything we just did in reverse. I read online that if you insert it with the pin facing up on the end, it'll be a lot easier to slide into place. So let's see if that's true. And yeah, let's get to it. Oh, gross. Look at all that. Remember how I said I used that lip on the bottom from the back to push it out? Well, I used the same technique to push it in, except I put the pry bar through here, grip the lip in there like that. I don't know if you can see that. Try to get you. There we go. Grab that lip and then hammered on this, and it pushed it all the way in. So that the one side's in, I got to wrestle this guy into place in the knuckle, which was super easy because the bottom ball joint is out. It lets you swing this right out. Pop her up and in place. Come on, there we go. See? Oh, the shield got broken or bent there a little bit. I'm gonna fix that. Boom. Bent that back, so now it's time to refasten the lower ball joint. put the nut on, and we're almost done. So to push the lower A-arm back up into place to line up the ball joint, I'm going to use the handy dandy bottle jack, pump it up, bolt it on. And there you have it. The bottle jack did the job great. These things come in handy way more than you'd think. I've used it tons. It's one of the main tools that I use. I mean, when we put the lift in this thing, I had it upside down, sitting on top of that upper ball joint, forcing the A-arm down to get the strut into place. Push is on. Time to put the nut on. What's going on there? I didn't hammer on you. There we go. There. So I'm gonna Google and find the torque specs for this, and I'm gonna Google and find the torque specs for the ball joint bolts, and I'll put those on screen at the end of the video. But that's all it takes. It's probably a 45-minute job per side. Super easy. You don't need a lot of tools to get it done, but yeah. See you in the next one.